Welcome back, guys, or if you're new to my channel, this is Automotive Anonymous, and I'm currently in a 2025 Mazda CX-50 with the hybrid powertrain out of the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. So today we're going to do a quick driving impressions video. I'm going to share a little bit more information than I was able to share on the driving portion of my full review of this. And I actually have a Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, so I'm going to compare how this actually drives compared to the most popular vehicle that this powertrain is in. So let's put it into reverse, show you the backup camera. You guys can see I'm kind of sitting in a gravelly pit area. We're going to do a light acceleration. Traction is off, power mode is on. I want to see what happens with the traction system. If we spin the tires, we'll be able to hear that right away. So let's see what happens with half throttle. Ooh, only a tiny bit of tire chirping with that. So that's pretty cool. The electric motor in the rear probably did kick on just now. But right away, I can tell that this has Mazda's fantastic steering. It's not too sensitive, so if you accidentally bump the wheel, you're not going to be going a direction that you weren't intending on. Okay, there's a little bit of wheel slippage right there. So it might not keep traction like a Subaru or like a non-hybrid Mazda CX-50 because that has a mechanical drive shaft connecting the front to the rear. But this actually is driving really well. Let's get up to speed and let's get out of the way where this officer is. There's a little bit of vibration if you do rub the line with your wheel, but otherwise this changes directions really well. I don't necessarily love the glare on the screen, but you see that more on camera than you do in reality. It's not going to be that bothersome. And up to 60 miles per hour, I'll be quiet for just a second so you guys can hear the wind and road noise. I don't think it's any worse than any of the other compact crossovers that this competes against, like the CR-V, the RAV4, and the Subaru Forester. But overall, part of the reason you buy Mazdas, at least modern Mazdas, is because they're a really good value. This one is less than 40 grand and it has heated leather seats. It has physical climate controls. It has really nice bolstering, although the bottom of the seat isn't as comfortable as I think some of us would desire. And overall, this is just kind of, actually we won't go that way, we'll go to another corner soon. This is just a really nice vehicle to drive. And now that it's been idling for a long time, I've kind of been beating on it a little bit. It's still getting 33 mpg, but earlier when it was all highway driving, I was actually able to get up to about 50 miles per gallon, which is no surprise. I've been able to get that same mpg in the Toyota that I currently have. What I do wish this offered were larger side mirrors. They look sporty. They're very narrow at the most lateral outside tip. And even though the blind spot detection works really good, I just wish they were bigger. The rear view mirror does a really good job because this vehicle is only 15.5 feet long, so it goes right down the center, but you'll kind of notice that the window in the rear, it's not very tall. It's probably not even a foot tall, and it's very wide. I do like that the sound system, the Bose speakers sound really good on this, and for being less than 40 grand, that's pretty impressive that this offers those. And then the infotainment screen, it's really not going to age that poorly because this is the current Mazda theme. Some of the software can probably be updated over the air, but it's out of sight. Often it's out of mind, and not having to reach that far over and being able to just use the scrolly dial, I actually really like that. When I had a 2023 Miata, that was a really fun feature to have. The visibility, the windows, they're not as big as some of the other compact crossovers, but you get used to it. There's a ton of light that can come in through the panoramic sunroof. Of course, it is a very cloudy, cold, 30-degree day out today, which I should say, if you guys get anything out of this video, please consider liking it. Comment your thoughts and opinions below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I also have full reviews of the regular CX-50 and the CX-50 Turbo. And also huge thanks to the Goody Motor Group in Southern Idaho for letting me borrow this prime example for the day. They sell below MSRP. They can ship anywhere in the country, so I'll link them below if you're interested. Or if you need like an extended warranty or something, give them a call, reference this video. Tell them that the YouTube guy said that they would hook you up if you give them a call. Anyways, this is a fun vehicle to drive, and I think you guys have probably waited long enough. So let me show you the 0 to 60. 0 to 60 in the CX-50 Hybrid. Density altitude's 2,500 feet, so the gas portion of this power plant is down on power, 7 or 8%. We're going to do a brake rev. It is in sport mode. Traction is off. Let's see what it can do. True 0 to 60 came in at 8.63 seconds this morning. Okay, so in 8.5 seconds 0 to 60, is slower than anything I've ever done in the Toyota Hybrid RAV4, but this vehicle weighs a few hundred pounds more. And that's not necessarily only a bad thing. Sure, MPG might be about 2 less than the RAV4. Let's see how it handles this corner though real quick. Oh yeah, this is fun. This thing is stuck to the road pretty darn good for being basically a front-wheel drive car where the powertrain, the gas motor, only powers the front wheels and has no physical connection to the rear. So that is pretty cool. This did pretty good just now. But weighing 4,000 pounds means it should be a little bit more stable and planted on the road, which is a good thing when this vehicle doesn't even have a 9-foot wheelbase and it's only about 15 and a half feet long. You're gonna want weight on your side so you don't feel like you're pushed around by all the wind, all the weathery conditions you might face on the exterior of the vehicle. And when we slow it down, the brakes work well. This does make spaceship sounds, but not as prevalent as the Toyota. I think they wanted to keep some of the spaceship sounds for themselves. One thing I don't like about this though, let me just pull over here real quick. It's super handy, super maneuverable. It's able to do a full circle in like 36 feet. But when you go into park, the electronic parking brake does not engage automatically like it does in the Toyota. Okay, you have to pull it back, oops. So then you push it forward to turn it off. In the Toyota, it engages automatically, which helps to protect the transmission from any unnecessary, rolling of the vehicle when you get off the brake after it is in park, because sometimes your vehicle can roll like half a foot, it almost feels like. Maybe not that extreme, but still. Overall, so far, my impressions are this is a good option. If you want a CX-50 because it's a foot wider than it is tall, it stands really aggressively. It looks fantastic, and ingot blue like this one, or soul red, or gray metallic, any of those colors, they look beautiful, honestly. It's one of the best looking non-jelly bean crossovers that you can currently buy. Mazda with their really bright LED headlights, with their top safety pick rating. There's really a lot of reasons to love this vehicle. Not just the fact that it handles corners like a dream for being a crossover that's mostly front-wheel drive, but if you need better all-wheel drive, please consider the non-hybrid. You are going to lose 10 mpg or better, but you're going to have a better system. And I've driven some of the Mazda all-wheel drive systems in the winter. You can find those videos on my channel from probably last January or February, and they handle really good. We have yet to get snow for this year, so I have yet to test out this system in the winter. I just don't think it's going to be quite as good as the regular Mazda. So keep that in mind if you live in the south. If you live somewhere without snow or more than a few snow days a year, maybe a good set of tires will fix any concerns that I might have. But overall, this is a fun vehicle. I'm so glad I finally get to drive the Mazda CX-50. And read the comments, check them out, because there's going to be more information from you guys who are owners, me from realizing all the things I forgot to mention, and just any other, kind of like forum comment threads down there. So check it out below. Otherwise, there should be a full review of this vehicle on my channel that's already posted, and there's probably already been posted a comparison, a side-by-side between this and my own Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. So with that said, I wish you guys the best. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still listening, like this video, help it get shared, help YouTube tell you that you have more options. It'll show you more videos to potentially watch. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the Goody Motor Group. They're fantastic, and I wish you guys the best. Until next time, see ya.